Hey y'all, it's on November 11. We're out here a little late. It's starting to get dark earlier too, but Rich was over welding in that bumper. And got the extended bits in place, right? So we're all solid now. We're going to start mocking up and mounts to mount the radiator, the wing on the back as well. And some supports for the bodywork behind the back tires, right? Back in this area here, top, side, bottom. We're not sure. We got to get it all back together and see what it looks like. But before I did that, I wanted to get these pipes cleaned up. And that's right, Ace. A little metal finishing going on out here. Our weapon of choice is obviously the Scotch-Brite products, standard abrasives or 3M. Couple different things you can use. I mean, I just got done with this pipe here, which was actually a little worse than this one, believe it or not, for rust. This has got a bit of patina on it, but it's not as rusty as that back pipe was. Let's see if you can see we've done the silencer bits as well on each end, and just trying to get it cleaned up because once we get them clean, we oil them down. But to get them cleaned up, first I will use I choose the red, the hard resin filled. This is Scotch-Brite, but it's got a lot of resin on the surface, right? And that's what gives you the abrasiveness. You can kind of see a little bit of scratches in it a little bit, but it doesn't take any metal off. All it does is take the rust and stuff down and maybe smooth it over, almost like a deburring type apparatus instead of an abrasive that removes material. No sparks come off this thing while we're doing this. If it's really bad, like this one was, we went with the hard red. They also have a medium brown, and then a thinner and yet milder green. They have gray, also blue as well. I think is as mild as they go. I don't have any new ones to show you. I have some worn out ones, but it really doesn't do you much good. You can almost polish this thing to look like a mirror if you walk them on down and get right on down to a blue or a gray. Here's a blue, and you can see it's got a lot of crap, oil and stuff built up in it from whatever we were using it on. But they get thinner, they get a little more flexible. Still got the resin in them like this when they're new, but really super fine. I mean, you can see the difference in here. There's a used one. There's a used red one. How rough that still is and how nice and smooth this is, and you work your way down. So I mean, you can, like I said, you can literally get it to look like it's almost chromed or polished or brushed chrome moly or something, you know what I mean? I like to clean them up, man. I really do. I like to keep them clean. You can keep them clean by oiling the daylights out of them. Even after they get like this, if you're still rubbing oil, you dump oil on a rag and rub them down, man. And it conditions them and keeps them nice for quite some time. I like to do this to my pipes once a year, every spring. You get started out, it's cool. You see them turn blue and purple, especially once you get on it. You can really see what's going on with the wave, the heat and the waves of the pipe. I will probably, more than likely, I've got some of the Marvel mystery oil. It's sitting on an angle because I think the old plastic bottle's got a little hole in it somewhere. But that works really good for this transmission fluid. Any kind of ATF transmission fluid works really good for conditioning these, keeping your pipes from rusting out real quick. I know a lot of people, I'll just spray it with WD-40. That's cool. It disappears. It literally, because with the propellant and everything, there's something in the WD-40 that eventually it just evaporates and it's gone, right? So a lot of guys use different things like on their chassis. This is different. This is going to get flaming, smoking hot. So you want to get some kind of oil on it that's going to kind of sink into the material a little bit. And then once it gets hot, that's when the conditioning starts, and it'll get a nice look to it. So that's what we're doing. We're cleaning up pipes before we call it a day. We'll get the pipes back on the car and start working at the back. Bodywork, like we said, is already cut out. We already know what's going on up in here. We need a little tweaking on this mount yet, and we already fixed up the other mount when we locked everything in down here, took it off so Rich could weld it up solid. So What we'll do is we'll get this rear pipe on so we know where things are at. We'll know where we need to start working on mounting up this radiator. These tubes got to go. We got to cut them off, weld plugs on there, and they've got to come out the side of the tank here. Probably 90s or something. We're going to dig up some 90-degree tubes or something. We'll find something that we can either, cut up and work into the system here, or something. But we've got it. We need them coming out the side, just to keep everything underneath the bodywork back there as we're going. So that's it for the 11th, number 17, I think, right? Peace out, y'all. God bless. Godspeed. In the can. Cleaning pipes late at night.